Okay.
Happy Friday night, everyone. It sure is nice to see all of you. A very happy 38th anniversary to Kathy. It's good to have you all with us. We just saw that there on the comments. So I wanted to start off really quick. Pop in your questions, and we'll say hi a little bit more here in a minute. But hey to everyone. I noticed Code 4 for Life is here. Welcome. And if you don't subscribe to their channel, you should. But I love that Liz commented and said that she and her daughter really enjoy watching their videos, and it just makes them sad about what they're having for dinner, because that's what Don and Scotty talk about a lot. Is they show a lot of other things about cruise ships, but part of it is the food on board. So I agree with you. Whatever we're having is not quite the same after we watch one of their videos. So we've been talking about 360 a lot today. So if you haven't seen my video yet, take a look. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Europe 2026. Princess made a big announcement about that late yesterday. Not terribly late, but after I had done my video. So I'm going to talk to you about that. But the 360 thing, I thought it was fun, as we think about what it is. And so one of the comments, someone mentioned that, maybe it's kind of like Le Petit Chef on Celebrity. And it is from the aspect that they have the projection down onto the table. But I would say that pretty much that's where a lot of the similarity ends, because truly 360 is so much more. You've got the whole screen around you. You've got the narrator. You have a little bit of a component of that with Le Petit Chef on Celebrity, but the cuisine on 360 is definitely a lot nicer. I haven't done Le Petit Chef since December of 2022, so I guess it's been about a year and a half almost. And so anyway, it's just different enough that if you've done one, you should do the other, and really enjoy it. So if you have questions about that, ask me, but I'm excited. I'm excited about 360. I just put the
link in down over there.
We really enjoyed it a lot when we did it. So
it was fantastic.
Yeah, we thoroughly enjoyed it. So I don't know. It was just, you just don't expect things. And I think it's going to be really fun to see if they do it with different, like after a while, if they'll change the destinations you go to and change the food a little bit, or if this will just be what it is. I don't know, but I like it like it is. So I would do it again. So
Lori's almost to Anchorage.
She is. It's good to have you with us, Lori. We've got Boss Papa here. We've got Larry in Sun City, 92 beautiful degrees today. Lucky you is what I think. Yeah, you guys are awesome.
It has rained and snowed all week.
And we got Holly and Craig with us. It has. We have so much rain and snow here. Yeah, we've had an awful lot. Everything is beautifully green, though, and everything's blooming.
Yeah. The best part about that is, though, I haven't had to turn on the sprinklers.
Yeah, it is. We haven't had to pay for the water
and I
bill.
didn't tell you. So this morning I had to go to a off-site thing, and it was up the canyon. There's still snow on the ground.
Is there? Well, that's not surprising. Yeah. We live just not even a mile to the canyon, just right there. So yeah, and we've got, hey, Tim and Cindy. So nice to see you and the girls. Thanks for coming. Yep. And so there's our Kathy. They're off to Bermuda before we know it. It's her husband's first cruise. Yeah. He's going to like it. And then hopefully you'll get to go more because he's going to want to go. Yeah, that's kind of how that works, isn't it? Yeah. We've got Lori here and Bruce. Hey there, Bruce. And I think I said hey to Holly and Craig. Really nice to see you guys. And thanks for saying thumbs up. So if you're here, please hit the thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed. If you aren't already subscribed, just hit the subscribe button. Doesn't obligate you to anything. And I would love to have you. So,
and if you have Jennifer, a question that you want us to talk about, precede it with the word question or something so that we can see that.
We've got Kat here. This is so fun. Oh, and Lori thought 360 was amazing as well. Yeah. It was really fun. And Sue, we got Sue and Eric with us, and Curtis. Hey there. Can you tell me about shopping on the Enchanted Princess? You know what? I haven't been on the Enchanted Princess, but we have a Let's Go family member who's going to be going again soon. So Jennifer, if you want to post in the Facebook group, he is always really generous. He, I'm sure, would tell you, but and we've got other people that I'm sure that have been there. I do think it's really interesting, though, how you get such a difference in shopping opportunities between some of the princess ships, because, you know, you think of the Sun Princess and where it is right now, it is completely different than any of the other princess ships, which you would expect. But when we were just on the Discovery Princess, they really had just a teeny tiny bit of Princess brand merchandise,
Yeah.
not very much at all. It was kind of like what the gift shop would be like going to the mall. And I don't need to buy that on a cruise ship. So when we were, though, on the Discovery Princess, they had Discovery is what we were on.
Right.
When we were on the Island Princess, though, they had a lot to choose from. So I'm really hopeful that the Enchanted Princess will have some good things for you. If not, you can just go shopping in the ports when you're there. But
in fact, it was enough that on Island, even though we got on there twice, we got shirts both times. I love their shirts.
So it was just kind of fun. I don't know why I buy t-shirts. I don't wear t-shirts very much.
Well, and I found a nice princess sweatshirt too.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I need to wear it more.
Yeah, he does.
Especially as we come into summer.
Because it's cold. Anyway, it's nice. Thank you. It sure is nice to see you, Kirsten. Thank you very much. It takes all I have in me to not wear black. Like, I just want to take this off and put on a black sweater. That I'm trying to do better. So, hey, Connie, it's good to see you. Really nice to see you.
So Curtis has a question.
Oh, Curtis, what's the best way to get to Heathrow Airport from Rotterdam? Well, you can fly.
Check the channel.
Sincerely. Yeah, you could do the channel. I guess it depends on how fast you want to go and what you want to see on the way. I have not done the thing of going from Rotterdam over to the Heathrow Airport. We wanted to go from Brussels to Heathrow, so we flew, and that went really nicely. But I do know that they have a train that you can go that then it will connect with, you could just take the trains and go under the channel to get over to Heathrow. Yeah. That's what I would look at. Yeah, or look at flights and just see how expensive they are, because sometimes the train's expensive too. So kind of weigh them out and see what you want to see. So is that helpful?
Yeah. So
Kevin, we were thinking about you the other day, wondering how you were doing. Wonderful time on your first time to Alaska. The onboard shops are stocked with nice new gear. Well, that's exciting.
Yeah, there you go.
That's awesome. I'm glad they had some good things. And I'm glad you had a wonderful time. So, Kevin, would you say that Alaska is somewhere you want to go again, or like once was enough? Tell us what you think about that. So, let's see. Hey, Kathy, sure is nice to see you. Oh, I hope you get to. Yeah, Kathy. So see if you can make reservations. So Kathy's going on the Discovery in August. So see if you can make reservations. And when we were just on the Discovery, so you've got the guest services area there, and then where the Sabatini's is, which is really close there. In my video, you could tell we walked through Sabatini's. It was really close to guest services. That is where on embarkation day, everybody was going to fix their dinner reservations.
Were you asking who we talking about?
To Kathy. And so you would just walk up there and say, you know what, I wanted this reservation, and they would help you. But if you can do it in the app before, I would do it in the app before, so that you're sure to get what you want. And if you want to do the chef's table when you're on board a ship and they say they're all full, I would do the wait list, because people have told me recently that they have been, on the wait list, but they've gotten the chance to do it. So just putting that out there, because sometimes people's, plans change and they cancel. Oh, thanks, Holly. Thank you. And Gordon too. Gordon just wears blue all the time because I just buy him blue pretty much. Blue. So, which is good. Because
my blue, not your blue.
He has 3 of these shirts, and it didn't connect in my mind. At least I'm consistent. So let's see. Thanks, Holly. Let's see. What did Rosemary say? The Caribbean. Oh, the Caribbean Princess had very little shopping. We were so disappointed.
Yeah.
So if anybody from Princess is listening, people want to shop on your ships, and they want to have a nice selection of things to buy. And the more you have, the more they'll buy. So there you go. The shops on the Sapphire were much better. So that's great. Yeah. I'm hoping that by the time, I hope the shops on the Regal are really good. And I hope that by the time we make it back to the Discovery Princess, somebody has added some things for us. But I remember going on the Discovery Princess last time I was on there, and the shops weren't very good. So we need to work on it. Oh, the flights don't go. Okay, Curtis, look at the train then. They only go to the city airport. So do they go to Gatwick?
Gatwick,
So
yeah.
Gatwick they have transportation in though. If you need to go to Gatwick, they have like a bus. I want to say a bus. They probably have a train too, but I know they have a bus that goes from Gatwick into London. So that would be an option. I could look it up for you, Curtis. So has anybody used the website Rome to Rio, like Rome, ROME to Rio, RIO.com? You can put in like where you want to go, and they'll bring up all these different options to do it. And basically they bring up every option of how there is to do it. They'll tell you how long it takes, approximately how much it will cost. So you might want to try that too on that, Curtis. I'm writing down Rotterdam to Heathrow. But that's one place that I think it's really handy. And they're actually pretty accurate with how much it costs because I've used it on some things before, and yep, that's about what it costs. So, but yeah, Gatwick is just a fine airport because you know what? I know some people fly from their airport here in the US. Like I think Tampa is cheaper to fly. At least it was for a while. From Tampa to Gatwick, then Tampa to Heathrow. Just that had that one on the top of my head. But people do that if it's cheaper to fly from the from where they live here. And so yeah, Gatwick is just fine. So take a look at that. I think they have that airport wouldn't be quite as close. So yeah. Oh, you look, I always wear blue, never black. Oh, well, that's fun, Connie. Thanks very much. Yep. Thank you.
Oh, London City.
London City is a smaller airport. Thank you, Thomas. You know what I thought of you when I'm like, do they have like a train? I thought of you because you always know these things. So
okay, we passed this.
Let's see. What would your top 3 must-sees be on a Norway cruise? Leaving 2 weeks on the sky. Bergen, Allison, Granger, Olden, and Stavanger. Oh, I am so glad.
Granger.
I am so glad that you're going on that before they are not letting big ships go there anymore. Or little ships. Yeah. They're going to have really strict regulations going into place. So in Granger Fjord, so when you go to Granger Fjord, you can choose to either stay on the ship and sail in up the fjord, and then they anchor there, right at the end of the fjord there at the town, or you can get on this bus trip. It's like an 8-hour bus trip that takes you clear up and around. It's a good bus trip, but stay on the ship instead, sail in and sail out, be out on the ship the whole time, out on the top, and be on the top. Don't just be on your balcony.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to only see half of it. It is so spectacularly beautiful that you want to be able to see the whole thing around you. So sail in and sail out that way. And then when you're in Ålesund there, they have the same bus tour. It's like the Troll Pathway, I think they call it the Troll Pathway, but it's an all-day thing.
Or is that one from Stavanger?
No, it's from Allison. Okay. And we did that one last summer, and it is phenomenal. Yes. Like, don't miss that one. I know it's an expensive one, but you know what? When you're in Rome, you got to do what they do in Rome. So definitely do that. And it's part of it. It's like the same road that you're going to get if you missed sailing in and out of Granger Fjord. So definitely do those in those places. So in Bergen, there, you can take the funicular up and see things, but don't buy your tickets until you're there because it might be a really heavy day. Like last time we went, it was raining so much, then the clouds were low enough that even if we would have done it, we wouldn't have had a view. Yeah. So, and it's not hard to get there and buy the tickets on your own if you want to do that. But you can also walk around, and they've got, like we walked all the way around, looped all the way around to the other side, and saw everything that there is to see, did a little shopping, ate in the seafood market. Yeah. The cities there. So that's a really nice thing. And in Stavanger, we did, one time when we went there, we took a boat ride that takes you up a fjord, and that was really cool. Is that where you see Pulpit Rock? Yeah, mm-hmm. Pulpit Rock you see from there, so that's worth it. And then also in Stavanger, you can just walk around. They have a petroleum museum there that I really want to go to, and I have not ever made it there. Every time it's not worked out, but I would definitely go see that. And like I said, Stavanger, you can walk around a little bit. So that's a good option.
In Bergen, don't miss the fish market. That was fantastic.
We ate there.
Yeah,
it was good.
The other thing, Granger, that's the Seven Sisters. Is that what they call it?
Yeah, the waterfall.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And there's a fantastic little chocolate shop that we went to.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, we had to buy chocolate for the kids.
Oh, we did?
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
you.
Huh?
So,
Yeah.
but anyway, those are the things that come to my mind right off.
The other
I'm
thing
trying to
that,
remember Olden. I just feel like it has a beautiful sail in and sail out. Can you
yeah,
remember Olden?
I don't. Granger, we also had the rib boat ride.
Oh, we did. Yeah, and they take you just zipping across
Yeah.
the end of the harbor there and right up to the waterfall, like you feel it splashing on you.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Did we even go to
So
Olden? I don't remember at all.
I feel like we did. I think that's the one that had the long sail in and the long sail
Oh,
out.
yeah, I think so.
So definitely be on your balcony a lot and go outside at random times as well, because you think of sailing in and out of places, but there in Norway, you go by some like absolutely beautiful scenery. So pay attention to what's going on outside when you're out there. Part of the times that when we were on, so we've been to Norway 2 times. One time we went at the end of June for a midnight sun cruise, which I think is closer to what you're going to do. And then we did the Northern Lights, of course. If I could only do one, I would do the Land of the Midnight Sun, simply because it was just so cold this last
Yeah.
time when we went. But it was really cool to see the Northern Lights. But on our Midnight Sun one, they took us to a lot of the same places. We got to go on the Northern Lights one, and so you just get to see it a lot more because it's light so much later, which makes a big deal in how much you can see, and it's a little warmer, so you can stand to be out there longer and walk around and see everything better.
Well,
So
and the other thing with once we got to Norcop, yes, it was kind of great. It was good to go see that northernmost point, but the bird sanctuary was even more exciting. So
do you go clear up there to Honningsvåg, up to Tromsø, or tell us what you do? Yeah, I'm excited though, and you'll have to tell us about the beautiful Sky Princess when you get back too. I have not been on the Sky Princess, but we're going to sign up for that eclipse cruise, so we're going to go. So yeah, I'm excited for you. Yeah, let us know what other questions you have. And in Norway, they have ATMs everywhere. If you need more Norwegian money, a lot of places take euros. So the euros, I don't think, are as strong there as the Norwegian crowns are. So you might want to get some of that or use your credit card. So it's really nice. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Thomas says that Rotterdam is not far from Schiphol. So that would be Amsterdam's airport. So you might want to take a look at going there. Because you know what? When we flew last year into when we were going to go see the Andre Rieu concert, we flew into, where did we fly into? Brussels? Like when we were going to, why did we fly into Brussels? Was it cheaper? Last year, because it was cheaper than Amsterdam. Yeah, but it was cheaper than Amsterdam.
Yeah.
So we flew into Brussels. So look around there, Curtis, and see like what other airports would maybe go, like fly you right into Heathrow and compare how much it costs. So we just drove around. Hey, we've got Andrea's Antics, Granger Visit, Goat Mountain. Ended up being their favorite excursion.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for saying that. Oh, Andrea, and I'm so glad you're here. So Andrea, that's the name of her channel. She has a channel, and I've watched her videos. She's a love. I've watched her videos about going to Egypt, and she has other ones I need to get caught up. But subscribe to her, give her some love, and she has really good content too. So it's not like it's gonna kill you. So yeah. So thanks for saying that. Goat Mountain Farm. So keep that on your list too, everyone. We'll have to remember that if we get to go there again. Let's see. Doug from Simi Valley going on the Ruby in September to Alaska. Is Princess ever going to make the sanctuary reservations on the app like dining and excursions? You know, I think they're limping along with the dining and the excursions. So I don't know if they're going to ever do that sanctuary thing, Doug. That's what I think. My app right now, I was going to mention it tomorrow just in case anybody else is having the same trouble, but I logged in using my email that is associated with my princess.com account, my name and my birthday, and it's welcoming me to Princess. Says I'm brand new. I don't have any cruises booked. They're inviting me to look for cruises, and I can't get my cruises linked. Like even if I put in a booking number, it won't link. Yeah. So they have a few problems going on. So I think that maybe
I wonder if there was an update. I
deleted it and did it again.
Oh, so maybe not. Yeah, I just got a new phone, which of course brought down the new app, and I got logged in just fine after I had to do that. And that was after you were telling me that. So I was able to get in.
I'll try it again tonight. But anyway, Doug, I don't know that they're going to do that. I would be surprised. And I think it's the thing too of like that sanctuary is so little for how big the ship is. Then you would have everybody that didn't, well, I don't know. I was going to say everybody that doesn't know about it would know to bother making a reservation. But I do think maybe that with how many people that know about it and want to book the sanctuary, so when they get on board, they just hurry up there to do it. I wonder if they get fewer cancellations because of the few people booking it really did want to do it. Yeah. It's not so much on a whim.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and Holly says it's 112 days till the Love Boat cruise.
Yay.
Yay. So, and someone sent me an email today and let me know that the Love Boat cruise does say the Love Boat cruise when you log into princess.com today. So yesterday it didn't, and today it does. So we're moving forward.
Somebody say that in her video on YouTube?
I just did the 360 today.
Well, when was it that you were?
Yesterday.
Yeah.
So, thank you, Rick. Thank you. Oh, you're doing hearts.
There we go.
I'm practicing this with our granddaughters. They're way better at it than I am.
Make it more pointy.
There we go. Thank you, Rick. Thank you. We sure do appreciate that.
Thanks for the super chat.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
It does mean a lot to us. Yeah. Thank you. It means value what we're doing here.
That's good.
Oh, the public bathrooms in Norway took MasterCard and Visa. Thank you, Andrea. Now that you say that, I remember that. There was an excursion, and if you had to go, yep, you could just use your credit card. Thank you. Yeah, that's really valuable. So, do you know if staff are assessed RE mental health when hired? I wonder if there will be any changes after the recent stabbing incident. You know what? I don't know. What you would think that they would be, right? You would think that they would kind of keep an eye on them, and not only like keep an eye on them once they're working with them and everything, but also assess them. I don't know. I always think though, and tell me what you all think. I feel like if somebody intends to deceive, they can be pretty crafty at deceiving, right? Mm-hmm. And so if the person that did that really intended to get on board and do something bad, they probably put on a pretty good face to be able to get where they needed to be to do that. I also kind of wonder like how often things like that happen and people really like, how long do people think about that? I don't know. So I don't know the answer to that question. So yeah, let's see. And we have somebody else. Rick said that they were on the Discovery last week and really enjoyed the 360. I'm glad you got to do it. Can't say enough about the reserve collection dining. Oh, I'm glad you got to do that. We have not tried that yet, but everybody's loved it. I've only had like 2 people tell me that they don't want to do that again. So there you go. I think it must be pretty nice. So, Connie still can't log in. Called Princess and they submitted a support ticket. Told me to try after 3 days. Still 5. They won't even let me use my booking number. Connie, I think we're in the same boat. Well, I mean, I guess I got logged in, but they don't know it's me. And it couldn't be anybody else because it's my name, my birthday, and my email address all together. So I think they're just having a lot of trouble. Hopefully they'll get it fixed. So Holly was wondering if anybody's seen any excursions for Eastport, which is what they have replaced Portland, Maine with on our cruise. And I haven't seen any yet showing up for Eastport. But looking at everything that's offered in that place, it seems like there'll be a lot to do, a lot of things to see when we're there. So I'm excited to go. And that's like very north. It's like Maine and then Canada. Right. So it's really close to the top of Maine there. So it'll be kind of fun to see that.
I logged in with TripAdvisor, so I'm getting emails all the time telling me that I didn't finish. Okay.
Diana, nice to see you. Cold and wet Sydney. We're happy to have you with us. And Thomas, his app is working just great. Hey, Gina, any thoughts on what to do? Oh, yep, that's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Yep. So it looks to me like looking at that, I talked about this the other day, that there's like some shopping to do, a fabric emporium. So that's fun for people that sew. And then it looks like they've got several boat companies that will take people on some sightseeing water boat trips. They've got some museums, a lot of art galleries, a lot of things like that to see. So I think it'll be fun to walk around, and I'm excited for those excursions to show up though.
Yeah.
So then we'll all have a better idea of what's offered, get something booked. I have not ever cruised on Uniworld, Francis, but it is very nice. I would recommend sailing on Uniworld without reservation. People that have gone on Uniworld, I've not had anyone complain. They have thoroughly enjoyed it. Uniworld is a very nice river boat cruise line. Yes, absolutely. And they're more, it's just kind of hard to compare everything, but they're the higher end. So is Alma Waterways. It's the higher end. Uniworld is the higher end when you think of that. So it's very nice. I would say go. Where are you thinking of going? Yeah, let us know. So we've been, another Let's Go family member was talking to me about going in the summertime on the Danube, and definitely making it over to Salzburg so that they can do the Sound of Music tour.
Oh, there you go.
Which we need to go do that again when it's nice weather.
Yeah.
But so, and Kevin says he's 100% returning to Alaska. Didn't get to do a fraction of what he wanted to do. We're spoiled. Oh, I am so glad that you were spoiled with the amazing weather. It's really nice. It seems like the weather's been really good up there so far. I've been trying to keep an eye on different Facebook groups and everything, and it looks like the weather has been splendid. So it's a good May up there. Yeah. Oh, Q Creations, thank you very much. Thanks for subscribing. We're happy to have you with us. Thank you. And Larry says the Reserve Collections is the best. Oh, they're going on their transatlantic in October.
Third time they've booked it. Good.
Yeah. So here's a question for you all. What do you think about the Sanctuary Collection? If you look at how much those cabins are to book compared to what they were before, and keep in mind now when you book that, you have to have the Premier package. It's a chunk more. It's a whole lot more than just booking those cabins and having the choice to add Premier if you wanted to or not. So what do you think about that? I'm wondering if that's just going to stay on the big ships or if they're going to bring it a little bit over. I am thinking if I had to choose, I would bet they're going to try to bring it over because they're trying really hard to do that ship within a ship concept with that. And you just wonder if they're going to try to do that on some of the other ships, especially those that have a nice sanctuary area, and then just devote that to the different passengers that would book certain cabins. So, and it makes sense. It makes sense. You pay for what you want, right? Mm-hmm. But I think it's kind of hard. But any ideas for Portland, Maine? Our Bar Harbor. Oh, thank you, Casey. Yes, that's on my list for tomorrow. So on some of the excursions, yes, Bar Harbor has been switched to Portland, which I would say I'm not really surprised about because there in Bar Harbor, they have been making a lot of noise about not wanting so many cruise ships. Well, I always think it's really interesting. You wonder how many people, if it's really the majority or it's just the noisiest people, right? Seems like the noisiest people always get more attention. And I can only imagine that a lot of those shop owners are not going to like it if they don't have people coming to buy their things. Yeah. But what were we going to do in Portland, Maine? I can't remember. We had an excursion booked there. Sorry, it is too far, I think, to go see Acadia National Park. I think it's a couple of hours. So that's off the table. And that's really what Bar Harbor, as well as being a quaint town in a beautiful location to visit, it's because it was really close to Acadia National Park. That was a really good jumping off point for it.
Yeah, I don't remember what we had scheduled though.
Yeah. So, and Doug was wondering any update on that young man that was flown off the Carnival ship by the Air Force. So I didn't see anything from his mom today. Yesterday, I saw a blurb that she was on a morning show and was saying that he was doing good, that he was getting the care that he needed at the hospital there in North Carolina. And she didn't seem worried about him anymore. Good. So hopefully, I think on the, it said he got she said that he had a perforated bowel, so hopefully they're able to get that fixed. It seemed like he was doing okay. So that's a happy news story, isn't it? Yeah. Thanks, is glad. Let's see. Supposedly Washington might be able to view the Northern Lights tonight. Oh, thank you, Marty.
There's a lot of places.
There is. Today I got to talk to someone in Poland. Oh, wow. And she said, I know you're like, see, I do all these things while you're at work. And she was saying that they're supposed to be able to see it tonight and tomorrow. And I didn't ask about days after that. Yeah. But in Poland, you're supposed to be able to see it too. So how cool is that?
Well, they had a huge solar storm going on. There were a couple of sunspots that collided, if I remember right. So, because we were told same thing here in Utah, but I think it's more northern Utah.
Oh, well, we're in northern Utah.
Depends on how far north. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll go outside and look, okay, when it gets dark. Let's see. Can you compare Viking to Uniworld? So here's what I would say. So Viking is Viking. It's very nice. It's really, really nice. No complaints about Viking whatsoever. Then, so you would have your Viking, and then you have like your Avalon, your Alma Waterways. And I would say that Uniworld is right there with Alma Waterways. And it's nicer than, is it nicer than Alma? Maybe a little bit nicer. It is very, very service intensive, beautiful ships, extraordinary cuisine, just everything. So like here's an example as I was learning about this, that people would and people that experience this, like when you go on Viking, you're going to have the choice of 2 wines every night for the whole week. They're going to be fine. When you go on Alma Waterways, you're going to have a choice of wines every evening. They're going to change throughout the week based on the cuisine that you're eating, based on the region that they're focusing on. That's going to change a lot. And that is a lot more like what Uniworld is. And so Uniworld is going to have, and the excursions that Viking does are really, really good. Like no complaints. But then you have the ones that Alma Waterways does. And then Uniworld is up there with it. So you pay more, but you get a different experience. And it's the same thing. One other thing I think that people forget, like Viking is amazing. They do an excellent job of marketing, and clearly they do an excellent job with their product, or else people wouldn't be repeat customers they wouldn't be so loyal. Viking often requires that you pay in full like a year before your voyage. And so that's something to think about, where you want to put your money for a year. Yep. Whereas Alma and Uniworld are more, they're more like we're used to seeing, like 90 days, 120 days. It can vary by cruise, but that's another consideration sometimes, is how far in advance you want to have to pay everything in full. But no, Uniworld is very nice, and it is a notch above Viking. So yeah, so really nice. So let's see. Oh, the Ontario girls said they've been to Portland 2 times. Very walkable. Points of interest. Holy donuts. Oh, our donuts made with potatoes. A part of the Berlin Wall there, and an aero gauge train. Nice. So lots to see. Yeah, that's fun. They make potatoes. I mean, they make donuts with potatoes. So, Francis. Oh, you're going to go from Lyon to France. Oh, see, this is going to be lovely. Yeah, that's going to be, how beautiful. You just think of the scenery in that part of the world and the cuisine. And if you drink wine to go with it, you're going to be just in heaven there. I'm excited. And all that whole region is so, so beautiful. So much to see. I'm glad you're going, Francis. Yeah, you'll have to let us know about it. Oh, Larry is a U.S. Air Force vet. He's really proud. You should be very proud. And you know what? I'm not even a vet. And I read that story, and I was just proud to be an American, because of how ready they were to take good care of people. They took good care of them. They got it done, and they were amazing at it. So yeah, thanks for saying that, Larry. Yeah. I am sure, Barbara, that the 360 has vegan options, like positive. And so when, like I mentioned in my video, like the day before or the day of that you have that experience, they're going to call you on the phone and ask you whether or not you drink alcohol. At that point, I can't remember if they asked me if we were vegetarians or not. Can't remember. But I'm sure you could say it then. So just make sure that they know, and then they would have the dish prepared for you without the meat. So yeah, it's really nice. So have you, or do you know anyone that has done the Viking Great Lakes cruise, Toronto and Milwaukee? Hey, Chris, you know what? I haven't done it personally, no, but I do know people that have done it, and they love it. It's beautiful up there. So I don't know if you've been up to the Great Lakes. It's really pretty there, and they do a really good job of, this is the funny side of me. You think that it's in our backyard. I grew up in Indiana, so the Great Lakes, like Lake Michigan, was just right there.
That's why you were always so cold.
You think so? And so you think of it being in your backyard, but when you read through their itineraries and the excursions that they do a really good job. It's a beautiful, beautiful region. So and the nice thing is it's so close, right, to people here in the United States. You don't have to fly to Europe, so you don't have to allow for the expense of that and the time. It's a really good idea. So I would say, and they've got, they've got just a lot of options with it. They've got a lot to show in a lot of places. So I would definitely do that. So thank you, Code 4 for Life, and Thomas, for saying Happy Mother's Day to me and everyone. A very happy Mother's Day to everybody who is here with us.
Let's give everybody
very happy Mother's Day.
Some balloons for
And I
happy
think
Mother's
it's
Day.
really an important time to remember that all of us mother, whether whether you are a mom that you have children that you gave birth to, or you just take good care of people, that's mothering. So it's really such a pleasure to be. Well, it's true.
No,
It
I
is.
think it's wonderful.
It is. It's really important
Thank
to
you for
realize.
that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you betcha. So Kathy says they're leaving May 25th on Holland America to the Norwegian Fjord cruise. Can't wait. Looking for must-see things in Rotterdam, seeing the windmills on our port day between weeks. Oh, that's a good idea. That's awesome. Go see the windmills there. It is really fun. It's really, I haven't cruised out of Rotterdam. I want to do that, but it sounds like the water levels must be okay again for them to be able
That's
to do
nice,
that.
yeah.
But I'm excited. You'll have to tell us all about it. So Holland America does a good job of using those ports over there and like bringing variety to the whole cruise scene. So I like that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Casey says he's looking at an Alaska cruise in 2025. Maybe you want to highlight that, love. And the category I would like says sold out. Any chance those could free up? There's only one of this itinerary. So here's what I would do if it were me. I would definitely, if they've got a cabin that would be okay for you, go ahead and book that so that you know you're going to go, and put yourself on a wait list for another category. Did you know you can do that? You can do that. So if you want to be, because you don't want to put yourself on the wait list for the category you want and then it never gets picked up, and not enough people cancel, because it's hard to know like how many people are on the wait list. Sorry, I've got a hair on the wait list before you. But I would definitely book a cabin that will be okay, and then put yourself on the wait list for the one that you would want. Because, too, around final payment date, that's when the tire hits the pavement a lot. People actually have to decide if they're going to pay and go. And so sometimes things free up around that time too, because people just decide not to go. So that's what I would do, Casey. So Robin says, I'm doing an Alaska southbound cruise in 2 weeks. When you do an excursion in Vancouver for the day, our flight is very late. Oh, what do you do with your luggage when you do an excursion in Vancouver? You have to put it somewhere. So a couple of things to think. Well, that
Tom says there's luggage storage.
I was just going to say they've got luggage storage, or you can look at the excursions that the cruise ship does. They don't usually go really late taking you to the airport, but they will keep your luggage under the bus. Mm-hmm. And then when they take you to the airport, they'll drop you and your luggage off. Yeah. So you could see. But if you have a really, really long day, also if you book an excursion with a private tour guide, sometimes, especially if you book a private one, maybe they would let you put it in their car. But yeah, like Thomas says, there's luggage storage there. So look at that. Or you could take the excursion over to the airport and store it there and then go from there.
Yeah.
So, well, look at you. Hey, Kevin. It is so nice to see you. The Ruby Princess just sailing out of Skagway.
Oh.
Well, I'm really excited for you. It is so good to see you, Kevin.
Someone has moved on to Alaska.
Yeah, we're really happy for you. We've been catching up on your videos, like how much it costs to live on the ship and all these things. It's really nice to have you. We missed you while you weren't doing videos for there a little while with your mom, and it's good to have you back. You left a spot that no one filled, so it's good to see you. And I'm excited you're in Skagway. Wow, it is so beautiful there. It's really pretty. So enjoy it for us, okay? Yeah, I love that. So we got, hey, Melissa, so nice to see you. Really nice to see you. Yeah, let's see. We're going there later in the summer, and we want to know how the turnaround the turnaround excursion. Yeah, so you can do the excursion. Yeah, like Ontario Girl says. So yeah, let us know when you get back, Kathy, how all of that worked out, because that'll help lots of people that are going in and out of Vancouver, because usually a lot of those flights are late, I've noticed. Yeah. And especially if you book with Princess Easier, I've noticed that often they pick up the later flights out of Seattle as well as the ones that they offer. So you end up having like a red eye or an overnight on your way home, especially if you live, very far east from there. So, oh, Mary, thank you. Mary booked an excursion 20% off for the British Isles, and she put it on Facebook. And so a reminder to everyone, and I'll try to remind everybody tomorrow. But yep, those excursions were still on sale when I looked earlier today. So thanks for saying that. Thanks for saying that, because excursions are up in price. And I guess, part of me was like, they've gone up, but you know what? Everything else has gone up.
Yeah.
Why on earth would those not? So, yeah, I don't know. But thanks for saying that, Mary. It's a good reminder to everybody.
Yeah, she says there are 55 hours left. So I guess it's the rest of the weekend through Monday.
Maybe so. Yeah. So, and Chris says that when has a late flight, they get a day use hotel room and take a nap. You know what? That's an idea too. I know that people do that. They just get a day use hotel. If I'm in a place and I really want to see things, though, I'm with the go see stuff. But sometimes you just can't do that, or you're in a place that doesn't work so well. Let's see. What a shocker. The Premier package is $84.99 per day plus 18% gratuity for a total. Oh, you know what? I think that's the Premier beverage package, Holly. So I don't know why Princess named, they've got a plus beverage package, which is just the beverage package, and they have a Premier beverage package. And so, and those are different than the plus package, that has your gratuities and your Wi-Fi and your drinks and all the other stuff, and the Premier that has all the other stuff. So I bet you that's what it is. And sometimes it's not really easy to tell what you're looking at. So I think that's what it is. Let's see. And then Ted. Hey, Ted and Brenda, how are you guys doing? It's nice to see you. If sailing out of Vancouver, and I'm only bringing a carry-on, not checking any bags. Can I bypass the bag check in the area? Videos I've seen look like check is a mess there.
I read it as crayon.
I'm just thinking here. Sailing out of Vancouver, only bringing carry-on. Can I bypass the bag check-in area? Oh, I see what you're saying. And just go to security if you check in on your app. Yeah.
I don't see why not.
Yeah, you just can check in on your app. You have to check in for your flight somewhere. But if you check in for your app, just go get in the security line. Yeah. So I don't know. And, right after COVID happened and people were starting to come back, the Vancouver airport there got a really bad rap. They had lines until next week with people trying to check in. And I haven't been there since June in 2022. And then it was fine. That was okay. And coming into Vancouver is slick. It is really good. They've got those, the machines that you put your passport down on and it scans it. And then you look at the camera.
There you go.
And then they know it's you. They have that and it goes really smoothly. And they have a huge baggage claim area. So at least that's nice. But on the way back, just go to.
Someone commented in, I don't know whether it's YouTube or Facebook, that there's a little bit of construction going on. So you can expect some delays through the next year.
Oh, a whole year?
Yeah.
Wow.
Through 2025. But
so
something to think about.
Yeah, and keep in mind for that. And so the other thing I think of about the terminal there in Vancouver is that they talk an awful lot about how they're trying to have people not come all at the same time. I know Holland America made a big deal out of it. So if you're going on Holland America, pay really close attention to your check-in time because they're trying to stagger how many people come all at once because they're expecting their busiest season ever this year. So I would say pay attention to that. But and they've got that nice train that goes from the airport right down to the port area. So that's a nice option for people who are wanting to get around. So do we have any other questions?
Go for it.
Oh, thank you. They said that flying out of Vancouver last year was a breeze using the Princess Direct to Bus program.
There you go.
Thank you for saying that. So if you're going on Princess, that's a really good option as well. Thanks for saying that. Hey, Kirsten. Okay, I'm backtracking, but learning about Uniworld and AMA is blowing my mind. Were you saying they're even better or top tier than Viking? They are. Mm-hmm. In fact, so our Christmas river cruise that we're going to do as a group is going to be on AMA Waterways. I call it AMA. It's AMA Waterways. And I'll tell you why I chose that. A few reasons, but part of it plays into the whole cruise experience. So from logistics side, if you want to book a group with Viking, you can call them, but they won't reserve. You can't say, you know what, maybe 10 couples or 10 solo people, 10 people will come with me. And may I have 10 cabins? You can't. They'll give you $150 off as the group perk. And then off you go. There's not group rates. It's just $150 off. And so you would hope that whoever wants to come with you would book soon, right? And then they do want their money a year in advance. And so that's often, people that want to do it, it's awesome. People that don't, that they don't want to. And so that's a logistic thing. And the other thing is just kind of the onboard experience. So I have not done on my waterways at Christmas time before. I haven't done a river cruise at Christmas time before, but I know amazing people who have, and they have experienced all the different ones. So when you are on Alma Waterways, they have all of the things that go with Christmas time, like Father Christmas is going to come. You put your shoes out so that you get gifts in your shoes outside your door. They've got, they're going to have like a lot of activities for people on board the ship to do with Christmas time, a lot more than you are going to get like on your Viking. They end up having more excursions that are included, and that's how Unit World is as well. But I want to make it really clear, like Viking is in no way not okay. It's amazing. It's still fantastic, absolutely wonderful. But you just kind of, it's the thing where you kind of just choose like how you want it. But like I said, it's not like Viking's not good. Viking is amazing. They're amazing. It's just like another level up. Yeah. So yeah. Does that help, Kirsten? Yeah. Let's see. Where did her question go? Make sure that they are. They're even better. So, and then really nice things. So with our group cruise that's going to be on Alma Waterways, we got a group rate. So that was better. And they will let us hold some cabins. So when it gets closer, if nobody books them all, then I just give them back. But you get to have cabins held, and they've got different dining options on board the ship, and just really excited. It's going to be a really special time. So that's if anybody wants to join us, it's December 7th through the 14th. And it's from, what's the name of that town that's close to, is it Vilshofen?
I don't remember.
But it's right from there. So it's close to Munich. You go Munich down to the river, and then it ends in Budapest. So there's a pre-time, a pre-cruise. You can do a couple of days in Munich if you want to with the group. You can also do it on their own. That's what we did when we went last spring. And then afterwards, you can book tours with through Alma Waterways to have a few days there in Budapest, or to have go to Prague for a few days. And that's what we're going to do, because I haven't been to Prague. Have you been to Prague?
No.
So we're going to go to Prague next Christmas. So, and they have beautiful Christmas markets there because we've watched the videos about them. So, and we're going to go to the Christmas markets all along the Danube there. It's going to be spectacular. So anyway, there you go. So yeah, and I want to get on more river cruises, because I want to do that more, because it is so different than ocean cruising. But it is fabulous.
It's a wonderful way to see that area.
It is a wonderful way to see that area. A really nice way to see that area. And we're people that we have driven around a lot of places and stayed in different hotels every night and gone to see all the things along the way on the road. And we love doing that. We love doing that. We're going to do it in England again after this
I rented the car
month.
yesterday.
But also it's even more beautiful. You immerse yourself a little bit more, and you just pull into a town the next morning and you're there. Ready to go, and have people ready to take you on an excursion. So what more could you want?
Holly had a question about
for Wi-Fi for one device, can you switch between devices? You can switch between. So when you're the Wi-Fi on Princess is for one device, and they don't keep track of the devices. I know MSC does. MSC keeps track of the device, but so like each person gets one with their own login. So if you want, you can use it on your phone and then log out and use it on your laptop and log out. Whatever. And sometimes, like if you have people that don't really need it very much, then like before we did YouTube, sometimes we would just pay for one device and we would share it. So he'd log in and do whatever he wanted on his phone, and then I would log in and use it on my phone. So people can share it. If you don't really, now if you're somebody that wants to use it a lot, it's going to not go so well to have to share it all the time. But
it got to be,
So let's see. Can you talk about the British Museum pass that you bought in the past? So when you go, I'm trying to remember, it's been a while, Mary, since I bought the British Museum pass, but just go on their website and look at the British Museum and see what their pass is. We are going to go there when we're there this time. They've got that new hall that they built for all of, the Elgin marbles, the marbles that Lord Elgin brought from Greece over. And so I want to go see that, as well as, a lot of other. Did you go to the British Museum?
No.
He has not. He was in London for days before I knew him, and he didn't go to the British Museum. So anyway, that's one thing we're going to do.
We saw Big Ben.
So that's awesome, honey. So, Mary, just look and see what they have now, because the last time I brought a British Museum pass was in 2017. That's terrible. Caroline's been married too long.
Wow.
Not too long, but it's been a minute. So I would look and see, and it really depends on how many days you're going to be there to use it, if it's going to be worth your while. Like this time, I don't think I'll buy one because I don't know how soon I'm going to go back to London again. And we're just going to be there a couple of days. But I know that you're coming and going a whole lot more. So take a look and see. That's what I would say. Yeah. And this time we're going to go see the Churchill War rooms as well. I haven't been to see those. So we're going to go see that. And then we're trying to decide what else to do. But that's what we've got so far. So let's see.
Like I said, I got the car so she could sit there and say, stay to the left.
To the left. To the
Stay
left.
to
To
the
the left. So let's see. You just have to log out. Oh, code 4 for life. Thanks for saying that. Yeah, if you go to log in on the other one, it'll tell you. It'll tell you, like if you're trying to log in, it'll tell you that another device is connected. So then you can go back to the other device and log out. So yeah, or sometimes can you click on that and say log it out? Anyway, it's really easy.
Well, it'll bump you off the other one.
And if you get stuck, go to login.com. Login.com works on any ship I have ever been on to access their Wi-Fi. It just takes you right to it. So then you can put in whatever it is you have to put in. I think on Princess, isn't it your name and your birthday or something?
I think so. Maybe the stateroom.
Thanks. Francis has been on Viking and Alma Waterways and agrees. Thank you for agreeing with my assessment, Francis. Thank you. So yeah. And like I said, Viking is in no way shabby. No, you're going to go on Viking. You're going to have a wonderful time. So just wanted to put that out there. So let's see what else here.
Well, Thomas is wondering if Mary is wondering about the English Heritage National Trust.
I have my book right here. I also have my London book. I ordered a Great Britain book. I should probably get a new one soon. This is 8 years old. Isn't it amazing how time flies? But I just love Rick Steves. But this is the National Trust book. This is the one, Mary, and anyone listening, that you can get into all the National Trust properties. It's really nice. So when they give you, when you first join, they give us a free parking pass. Do we get a free parking pass everywhere?
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll ask when we get there.
Yeah.
But the National Trust, and there's properties all over the place. And then they've got them I know that they've got National Trust properties in Scotland as well. So lots of cool things to visit and to see. So yeah. Hey, Bill and Renee, it's good to see you guys. Rhonda, really nice to see you too.
Yeah, glad you guys can make it.
Yeah. So yeah. Oh, I think, well, yeah, the British Museum does do passes that I haven't bought one of those in a while. So yeah. Oh, Liz says the Alma Waterways Christmas queues. Oh, did you do that? Everyone going will have a wonderful time. I am so glad you got to do that, Liz. I am really excited. I know it's like the week, so we're going to have to be super prepared for Christmas next year because it's the 7th through the 14th. And if you look at booking a Christmas river cruise, like it is a little bit cheaper to book it at the end of November, but I wanted to be home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And it's just going to be when everything is in full swing. So we'll go in time to enjoy it all, but we'll still be home in plenty of time to be ready for Christmas. So it's going to be that's 2025. Wonderful. It is 2025. Yeah. So yeah, next year. Oh, thanks, Thomas. Yep. The Royal Oak Society is the equivalent for us. Well, let me tell you, when you go to a National Trust site there in England and you're from the United States, they'll let you choose what you want to join. You can join that Royal Oak, or you can join the National Trust. And so I chose to join the National Trust because I join all sorts of things here in the United States that are for people in the United States. And I wanted to experience what you get when you join the National Trust, like the British people do. So here I am. But it's been really nice. I really enjoy it. We get mail every once in a while. Like I showed you the other day, they just barely sent this for 2024. So I'm very excited. We're taking this with us.
One of the places we're going to on the British Isles cruise, the first stop is the National Trust place. So, but then I've earmarked some on the map for us to see as we drive after the cruise.
Yeah, and so it makes it so you get in free because you're a member.
Yeah.
I think. Do you get a discount at the gift shop?
I hope so.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
I'll give you a tip about buying treats. When you go to a National Trust site, they have really good fudge.
Fudge is good. The ice cream is usually really good.
It's pretty good.
They have a different process for their cream and ice cream, so
They do.
it's really good.
It
And
is.
not scones, but what do you call
Scones.
them? Scones.
My friend from the Isle of
Yeah.
Wight told me they rhyme
So
with
their
gone.
pastries are
Scone,
good.
gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what time is it? We'll go here in just a minute. Does anybody have any other questions? We're really excited for this upcoming cruise.
Yeah.
So really
Thumbs up,
excited.
people.
Does it? Yeah, everybody hit the thumbs up. Let us know if you're going to try the 360. That'll be fun to hear
Yeah.
from everyone, or if you've tried it. It would be, you just wonder what they're going to think of next, don't you? And I know they're thinking, because they want to have something else fun for us to experience when we go on a cruise. So they're thinking of all the entertainment things, they're thinking of all the food things and how to bring them together, it seems like. And Park 19 isn't open yet. Oh, thank you, Kathy. We are. Tomorrow we're going to hop on a plane and go to Boston for a week and go see those sweet babes. So we're really excited. You guys are so kind to come this evening.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing your questions. Thanks for being fun to talk about cruising with. And
So yeah, we'll see you in a little
so no
while.
lives next week, but the following Monday we'll be here.
Yeah.
So thank you all. Oh, thank you, Mary. And we will be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.